Hey guys, it is Mark. I talk about cryptocurrency, usually not in a studio like this. In fact, normally I travel and go to the places where crypto is actually being used as cash, because guess what? That's what I care about. How crypto is being used as a new form of money, interviewing people and places where that's actually occurring. But right now I'm in my friend's house. I'm in a beautiful studio with a saltwater aquarium behind me. So how could I pass up this opportunity? Jump on the microphone and talk about some crypto related content. You guys probably know that I am a big supporter of Bitcoin Cash. It's probably my favorite cryptocurrency, also XRM, Monero, and other cryptocurrencies as well. I do like Bitcoin BTC, which is good. We're getting a return on investment. At least it has been in the past. Any other cryptocurrency has not gotten the returns that Bitcoin has gotten that I know of more regularly. With all of that said, every crypto has its pros and cons. Every crypto has its use case. We're most likely heading to a future where you use a crypto for a specific purpose rather than have one crypto that rules them all. With all of that said, I wanted to talk today about this idea of cryptocurrency communities and decentralization. This is something that I've been thinking about for a lot of reasons, mostly because there's a friend that I have, I'll call him Gino. That's not his real name, but I'm going to use it just to protect his identity. Although I don't think he'd actually care if I use his full name. In fact, maybe he'd even like it to get some more exposure and attention. But my friend Gino was a big supporter of Bitcoin Cash, and for many years would do videos, content, would really try to get it in people's hands, and as far as I could see, did a really fantastic job in doing that. The reason he did that is because, at least this is how I think, at least this is what I think, is with Bitcoin Cash, he saw a tool that could solve a problem that people in the marketplace have. So one problem is, how do you send money from this country to another country? In some cases, that takes long durations of time, 1 week, 2 weeks. You have to explain why the money is going through. There may be taxes or fees that are substantial, sometimes higher than the amount of money that you're sending. If I want to send $1 to someone that I owe $1 to, I shouldn't have to explain to a foreign government why I need to repay them the dollar Gatorade that they bought me. Okay, that's my business, not their business. And I shouldn't have to pay a $15 transfer fee on it. Well, crypto allows me to be able to send money between places very easily. And also in some cases, not necessarily in the case of Bitcoin, but in other cryptocurrencies like Monero, allows me to do it in a way that's private. And on top of all of that, some cryptocurrencies even have a limit on the total number of coins that will come into existence. So crypto solves a lot of problems. And of course, it comes with its own problems as well, right? It's a new technology. It can be confusing. People can lose their cryptocurrency just like you can lose cash from your wallet. There are negatives to it. But this man, Gino, was able to see that in many places in Latin America, this cryptocurrency would be very useful. People down there, especially in places like Venezuela, but in general, it would be one more tool that they have access to and the education to learn how to use if they so choose. And I think that's really incredible. However, over time, Gino ended up leaving the Bitcoin Cash community. And just saying that seems weird to me because Bitcoin Cash is decentralized. There should be, in theory, no community around it. It's like saying leaving the gold community. Gold is just element. It's just a thing that exists in the world, which anyone can use for any reason in any way that they see fit. And there's not a board of directors to ask for permission or to join a community to discuss how it should be used or represented. It is an agnostic thing. But in crypto, it doesn't really feel that this is the case. And in fact, Gino got into disagreements with the community that believed in Bitcoin Cash and ended up leaving, switching to either another cryptocurrency or multiple. I actually don't know what he's focusing on now. But I thought this was strange, not just because crypto, specifically Bitcoin Cash, is decentralized, so there should be no community surrounding it, at least no official community, which by the way, there really isn't. You can make a Reddit community right now called The Real Bitcoin Cash community, whatever. It's like gold. It's an element. There's no formal anything surrounding it, but also because the tool that you use to accomplish the job, you're always going to pick the tool that's best, right? Assuming you're non-political, assuming you're not bought, right? Like cameras. I'm going to pick the camera that gets the job done best. Unless I'm paid by Sony to use Sony cameras, or unless I am being irrational because of brand loyalty, picking the worst camera for the job, I'm going to pick the tool that gets the job done best for what I'm doing. But human nature is that we like to flock to little tribes, and oftentimes these tribes get into fights. Just like cameras for me, in your own life, you're going to pick the tool that helps you accomplish the goal that you have in mind. And it's strange to me that you would intentionally pick a worse tool or abandon a tool because you don't like the culture that surrounds it. It's one thing if it's a camera, because maybe Sony fanboys, you don't like people who use Sonys, and maybe you don't like the company that makes it. Maybe the company has really bad practices. Maybe they make ads that are offensive. I don't know. So in that case, it makes sense. But it's like, okay, I don't want to use a hammer. I don't want to use a hammer anymore because I don't like the types of people who use hammers. So even though I need to, nail together these two boards with a nail, I don't like the hammer community. So I'm going to use like the back of my phone and like hammer the nail in. That's the idea. So I always thought it was kind of strange that you would abandon a tool because you don't like the people who use that tool. And I think that with crypto, it's very easy to get sucked into the community around the tool and forget about the tool itself. And the danger of doing that is, first off, you lose out on using the tool that's actually best for the job, that's most efficient, which gives you the best result possible. You might even miss out on recommending a tool that will help people. Like if you recommend a tool that's worse, like the back of a phone to hit a nail, to someone who wants to learn to, build a house, you're going to reduce the efficiency of them building a house, which could have a ripple effect, right? Maybe it lowers the GDP of the country by like 0.01%, which in turn reduces the likelihood of a new medical invention being invented. There are butterfly effect ripple effects across an economy that can occur when people use less effective ways of accomplishing the goals that they have. Don't do that. You shouldn't leave a crypto or not use a tool because you don't like the community around it, but people are so drawn to the community aspect that we often base our identity based on the tool and use a tool that's objectively worse for the job. And I think the place you see this most is going to be in Bitcoin, where you have people who are maximalists that obsess over the tool, even though the tool is just this agnostic thing. And in some cases, yes, Bitcoin will be the best tool. In other cases, it's objectively terrible. And where this really gets bad is when you have on the tool. Imagine old hammers were made out of rock and you said, okay, well, we're the hammer community. We're going to dictate that all hammers need to be made out of rock. Well, as technology increases and we find, hey, we can get more efficiency out of our hammer by making it out of iron or stainless steel, well, you'd hope that you would move in that direction. But communities get so stuck on these old ways of thinking, just like in Bitcoin, where they get stuck on 1 megabyte, where they get stuck on replace by fee, which is basically letting people do chargebacks. Why? I don't know. But they end up getting a tool that's significantly less efficient than they would objectively come to if they didn't make the culture surrounding the tool their identity. So here's the end argument. Think for yourself. That's really important. Think for yourself. Don't make your personality and your choices and your logic be dictated by the culture of or community of people that are around your tool, because that's dumb. That is stupid. Gold is an element. Bitcoin is just a agnostic technology. When you start forming your personality based on these things, when you stop recommending a tool that's best for the job because you don't like another person who uses the tool, I think that's really dangerous. Trust me, there's been plenty of people that I cannot stand in Bitcoin Cash, in the Bitcoin Cash community. But it wouldn't make any sense for me to denigrate Bitcoin Cash, which is a significantly better tool than most cryptos out there, simply because another person who sees the value of this tool and I don't get along. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it interesting. Let me know. Do you guys think that the communities surrounding crypto are completely out of control? And if you do, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hey, one other thing. If you like this format of video where it's me talking into a beautiful Rode microphone in a studio environment, it's a little bit easier to make content like this. So more frequent content like this, you can let me know as well in the comments below. What do you think of this new format? That's it, guys. I have a remote control to turn the camera off, so I'll do that now. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Talk to you in the next video.